Hey guys, Mika here, and it's that time. I'm bringing you folks another custom Chuck more Bettah tenor size instrument here in my hands. And for those of you who regularly, watch the sound samples here at Ukulele Friend, it's no surprise that I'm a big fan of Chuck's stuff, and it's always an honor and a pleasure to be able to play his instruments as in my opinion, they're some of the best instruments made on planet Earth. So it's always just quite a treat to be able to feature them here and try to do it justice because it's a wonderful instrument to play, to look at, to admire for its beauty and its artwork. And of course, the sound that it provides. So this one in particular has ulu or breadfruit wood here on the top, nice orange kind of color to it. And then on the back and sides, beautiful Macassar ebony wood, nice vibrant, brown and black strikes or streaks through the back, as well as here on the sides, very apparent. And then even on this side of the instrument as well. As you can see, there's a nice big side port here, binded in Hawaiian curly koa, that kind of orange koa. And then some of my favorite color is green. So I love to see when there's green purfling here on the instrument, so you can see it wrapped around the outside of the front of the instrument here alongside the top and back, alongside the ebony bindings, the green purfling, as well as here on the back of the instrument. You can also see the green purfling wrapped around pretty much the whole instrument here, around the fretboard, around the rosette right here, or the two lines of the rosette, here on the side of the fretboard right here, and then as well as around the headstock, as well as the side of the headstock right here. We have ebony bridge, fretboard, faceplate. And what's really cool about the theme of this instrument is that it's showing ulu, or again, the breadfruit tree. So you can see the ulu breadfruit right here, and then on the leaves, just beautiful artwork from Chuck. For those of you who don't know, Chuck makes not only some of the best instruments, but again, his instruments just feature beautiful artwork, and he has just such a tasteful idea. He has tasteful ideas for how to incorporate, stuff like this on an instrument to where it's not in your face, but it's just so pleasing to look at, and it's not super bold looking, but when you look at it, it's just like, wow, that's just that's just beautiful design. So here on the headstock, again here on the around the 10th and 12th fret right here, and then right here on the body of the instrument. And if you look really closely, you can see that the breadfruit actually comes out into the sound hole right here. So actually this is like a piece of wood that's sticking out inside of the sound hole. As you can see, my finger wraps around it just like this. So just really amazing stuff. And then gloss neck, and then the planetary tuners right here on the back of the instrument. And yeah, you just have it's a beautiful instrument. Going into the sound, Chuck's instruments just really, as cliche or as weird as this sound, it really, he really knows how to encapsulate that Hawaiian, like authentic Hawaiian sound. Now, how am I able to quantify that? It's one of those things where, like, just being born and raised in Hawaii, being surrounded by Hawaiian music, Hawaiian musicians, and that kind of sound. When I pick up a Chuck Moore ukulele, it just has that sound, that Hawaiian sound. What I especially like about Chuck's instrument is that his A string, or the bottom string, it just it has such a nice ring and sustain, and it's just such a it's so clean. It comes up to the front so cleanly. And for me as a fingerstyle player, I need to bring the melody out. These top, two or three strings are kind of like the harmony. It helps to color, whatever the melody is on the A string. So when I do something like, you can for sure hear that A string come nice and forward in the mix of me playing. So it's just so clean and it's so articulate. just amazing. The projection, how loud and how much the sound just projects forward. So let's go ahead and jump into a sound sample. Here we go. So one thing I forgot to mention earlier before I got into my sound sample is, for me, I try my best to, whenever I pick up Chuck's instruments and we do sound samples, I try to play a Hawaiian song or some kind of Hawaiian music because years ago, Chuck has mentioned to us players that he loves hearing Hawaiian music played on his instruments. So I guess out of respect and for the luthiers' request, I always try to pay homage to Chuck by playing some kind of Hawaiian song because that's how he loves to hear Hawaiian music played on his instrument. So that was Keali Iraishao's Mauna Leo. Really beautiful song. So with that, let's go ahead and do some strumming on this instrument. Let's check it out. Here we go.